Another Slay the Spire stream. I'm your host, Vegetablebread, and today we're going to be continuing our Horde Ladder series with Silent on Ascension 2. So Horde is, we pick the where is it? Hoarder relic, and then also the heirloom relic and the ending. Don't miss that one. We missed it last time. There we go. We got an old coin to start with. Okay, so we need to find a shop if we can. 3 fights and then a shop here. Followed by a question mark. 3 elites in Act 4 potentially. Seems great. We are not forced into any of the elites. We could just go up the middle. Dodge them all. Seems like a pretty good path. Sure, let's do it. Oof, I was wrong. It starts with the jaw worm. Not an easy path at all. Pretty good start against this jaw worm. I like it. Could get lethal next turn. Get a perfect jaw worm. Alright, Deadly Poison is a great way to start a silent run. Triple Deadly Poison versus Triple Deadly Stab is, Dagger Spray is how we should think about this. If we Triple Deadly Poison, we're in good shape for making a poison deck. If we Triple Dagger Spray, we are probably set for Act 1 in terms of damage, because Triple Dagger Spray is no joke. Triple Dagger Spray is a lot better against the Slime Boss than Triple Deadly Poison is, but I think I'm going to lean towards Triple Deadly Poison, just because it's better over the long run, and we just can't pick too many cards. In the Ironclad run, we ended up only picking like 2 attack cards, I think. Hey, J.R. Hopkins. Ascension 2, because we're doing a ladder, so we're trying to start from 1 and go to 20. We did 1 yesterday. Maybe I should start my ladders from 20 and go down, so that the late ones, where you do like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, those are like the easy ones. Because it just doesn't seem like it would be fun to get to 15 and then die. I like the Triple Deadly Poison. Okay. Let's go ahead and just Deadly Poison both and block out. We could double block here. Double blocking is saying, I bet I can take no damage from this fight at all. He's going to take 5, 4, 3, and then we can strike him. Or we could double Deadly Poison him now, and he takes 10, 9 and dies. I think I like poison both. Okay, apparently we are going to win the fight with that only that 1 damage. Could have gotten through with 0 probably, because they chose not to attack. What a bunch of fools. I think if we didn't already have 3 copies of Deadly Poison, we could pick a Poison Stab here. But I think 3 copies of Deadly Poison is going to be enough damage. We don't need more damage commons. Okay. I guess we do all the damage here. He is not happy. So. No point in blocking. Hopefully we can get lethal. Double Deadly does 18 damage, leaves him at 5, right? Yeah, so it's lethal. Okay. Very successful first 3 hallway fights. Usually that's a bit of a challenge for Silent to go through those, but we only lost 2 health, so great. 3 Piercing Wails is great. It's a good defensive option. It's not necessarily great against Slime Boss, but it probably is good. So go ahead and pick it. It's not really good against elites. Alright, so we can pick Preserved Insect. We have 450 gold, so we should pick some stuff. Triple Secret Technique, that's interesting. We don't want Prismatic Shard. Prismatic Shard, since we're doing poison stuff, Prismatic Shard is going to give us all kinds of wacky cards from other classes. And we don't really want that. We want silent cards so we can get more poison and kill people. Accuracy is very disappointing. A lot of silent powers are really good. Wraith Form, Noxious Fumes, Footwork. Accuracy is not one of them. Let's take the Preserved Insect and I think the Fire Potion at the top of the list. Is Secret Technique good? I think Secret Technique is good. It's really bad against Gremlin Knob, unfortunately, but not too much you can do about that. We could take a 4th through 6th Deadly Poison and just be utterly terrible against Gremlin Knob. No, I think if we want that, we'll be offered it later. Let's just leave for now. Okay, we could trade some health for a relic here. We're at a really aggressive path, so maybe that's not necessary. But I will give it 3 health since we're on low Ascension. 3 health for an anchor. It pays for itself immediately. Yeah, literally immediately pays for itself. Alright, let's use the Piercing Whale to purge all the artifact charges, and then Secret Technique for Deadly Poison. I'm actually going to put the Deadly Poison on the 29 health guy. The idea being we're going to Fire Pot him next turn. So he's going to take 9 damage from poison and then 20 from the Fire Pot. And then I guess we're starting in on this guy. I don't think we can do 28 damage next turn, so... Okay. Alright, Fire Pot as expected. If we Secret Technique for Deadly Poison, he goes up to 10 poison, takes 10, then 9, that's 18. That's 19, so he'd be at 6, and we'd have to draw a strike next turn. Or we could strike him now and take 9. Get it guaranteed lethal. I think I like that. Okay, we could Secret Technique just to draw a card. Doesn't really seem necessary. Hey, Cold Warden. It's going good. Just doing Ascension 2 this little ladder. Getting things kicked off today. Alright, we get to block out. I think that's probably going to be it for this fight. Unless I get super surprised by math. Nope. Math works. Alright, we get a pair for our trouble. Corpse Explosion. 3 copies of Corpse Explosion. Okay. You sold me. Alright, Neutralize blocks out this turn. Corpse Explosion gets the damage ticking. And I guess we'll strike him as well. We're just doing a double Piercing Whale here. I guess we could Secret Technique for, like, Survivor or something. It's not really any reason to. We have lethal. So I'll take lethal. Another perfect hallway fight. None of these are good. I'm pretty concerned about Gremlin Knob here. Yep, here he is. So Corpse Explosion, and then like Piercing Whale versus Strike. Piercing Whale gets out of the deck. Strike does damage. I think we care about the damage more than getting a skill out of the deck. I think this is the Blessing of the Forge, and then like Deadly Poison, Neutralize, Double Strike. Maybe try and save the weak pot. I was assuming I'd use the weak pot in this fight, but it looks like we're going to get him without it. Yep. I don't care how strong you are. You're dead. Akabako's interesting. We currently haven't picked any attacks, so Akabako is just hitting a strike. Kind of a weird one. Triple escape plan. So we're going to work pretty reliably because we've got a lot of skills. Secret Technique, Corpse Explosion, Piercing Wail, and Deadly Poison. 3 copies of each. But we don't have like leg sweep, footwork or anything, so it's not very card efficient. I think we're going to skip it. Toy Ornithopter. Alright. Let's keep charging through elites, yeah? We're not forced into the last one, so feels pretty safe for 54. We're going to want to wake him up with poison, but it seems like we can do that now with Deadly Poison, and then Secret Technique for... I guess I'll do triple Deadly Poison. I was thinking about doing Corpse Explosion, but that's just less poison per energy. It's only 3 poison per energy. Alright, now we just have to block until he's dead. Last Secret Technique goes for block, I think. He's weak, so defends actually block for more than Piercing Wail here. Does Corpse Explosion buy us a turn? So he takes currently 14, 13, 12 is... I guess 14, 13, 12, 11 before his next attack cycle starts. Which is 12.5 times 4, which is 48 plus 2, so 50. So he's not quite dead to current poison before his next attack cycle starts, but he might as well be, because we're going to get at least some damage in this turn. I guess the correct way to think about it is Corpse Explosion more damage than 2 strikes? And it almost certainly is, because the fight's lasting at least 2 more turns, so fine. Do we have lethal this turn? He takes 19 and goes to 16. We do not have lethal. Okay, so we should just block out as much as we can. Which is pretty much all the way. Take 1. Kill a Lagavulin. Bronze scales in a deck spot. Hey, there's a Wraith form. 3 copies of Wraith form seems great. We have some money. We could go to a shop, but I think I'm pretty excited about upgrading one of those Wraith forms. Okay, so it is Act 1, and we have 7 intangible in the deck. Seems like it's going well. Probably just want to Corpse Explode one of these nerds. Corpse Explosion Piercing Wail is pretty good. Let's do it on the one who's buffing. So he explodes next turn. We need to find a Deadly Poison for him. And there is one. Okay, you're all dead. Crippling Cloud. Crippling Cloud's a great card. It's a little bit awkward. It's a lot of poison. But we do have secret techniques, so we have the ability to draw some block if we need it. Crippling Cloud's probably our last damage card for the run, if we pick it, which means maybe no Catalyst, no Noxious Fumes. I don't want to not be able to pick Catalyst. I think we've got enough poison. It would be nice to get some weak, but 3 Corpse Explosions is just a lot. So I think we're done with damage. So I'll skip these. Gotta skip really aggressively in this mode. Probably transforming a strike. What do we get? A Tools of the Trade. Okay, well, that's not great. Another tiny gremlin nom. Akabeko strikes again. Okay, so we could discard a card. We definitely want to keep the neutralize. It's going good. Despot Thoughts. That's how that word's pronounced? How's that word pronounced? Because it's not Depot. That's the one with no S. Yeah, Despot. I think I've heard it pronounced Despot as well. It doesn't seem like we need to look for anything. Are we doing neutralize, corpse explosion, deadly poison this turn? So we'd get 11 total poison. He'd go up to 15, takes 15, then 14, then 13 before he probably dies. If we try to kill him after 15, then 14, he's taken 29. So we have to do 16 damage. Next turn, 16 damage is just 3 strikes. It seems very possible. Make it a Wraith form as well. I think I am gonna deadly poison corpse explosion. Do we drink the Essence of Steel here? Block for 4. Maybe more. Good Toy Ornithopter proc. Yeah, I think I do. With the Toy Ornithopter, it's really important that we don't end a fight with full potions, I think. And Plated Armor Potion is not that valuable anyway. We did find the Wraith form. So nothing else matters. More Wraith form. Okay, letter opener is great. There is a footwork. I think we're actually passing on footwork. With triple Wraith form, it seems like dex scaling is not really what we're trying to do. Triple Wraith form and triple Piercing Wail. Seems like that's our block plan. So I think we skip it. Okay. And let's get another upgrade on another Wraith form here. Yeah, I'm having fun with it. We got a win yesterday with Ironclad, although we forgot to enable the ending. So it was a bit of a Pyrrhic victory. Okay, let's get some poison on Slime Boss. That thicken. Do we want to blow up the Akabeko on a strike? There's not really any better target. Okay. Do we want to attack him at all during the first phase? Slime Boss is always really tricky with poison. I think I am going to attack him. Okay, so do we Wraith form right now? I don't know. We have a lot of corpse explosions, so I think we're not really very afraid of a bad split. I think what we're afraid of is taking 35. So I think I am going to Wraith form now. Secret Technique cannot get us any poison. So I think we're probably just going to extend our Wraith form here. Actually, no, we can't do that. That's a really bad split. Because he's about to split at exactly 70. Crap. Wait, why did I take a tools of the trade? Oh, it was a transform. Man, I didn't realize I was getting 3 of them. Or I was getting 3 of the transformed cards. That was a mistake. Alright, terrible split here, but we'll do the best we can. I'm actually going to Secret Technique just to draw a card here. Reason being, next turn I'm drawing a Secret Technique and I want to be able to see the whole deck. And not, I don't want to draw exactly 5 cards and have 0 cards in the draw pile. Okay, Corpse Explosion is what we need. We're going to Corpse Explode the Spike Slime. He hits a little bit harder. So it's kind of a trade-off here. Sort of, the higher we let Acid Spike Slime split, the better. Because then the more health the little Acid Slimes have, so the more they explode for. But the opposite is also kind of true. Because if we split them lower, then they have less health and we can kill them more easily. So I don't have like a tremendously strong feeling. He's taken to 10, going to 35. They split at 32, so we're going to do at least some damage to him. I think we'll do Strike there and Double Deadly here, so that we can split Acid Slime if we need to next turn. Keep him at high health. Okay, we badly need a Wraith form here, so let's play one of those. Okay, we've got kind of a free frame here, so we're going to Corpse Explode the lowest guy. He should end up dying and blowing up everybody else. They're going to 29 when they split, so his Corpse Explosion will wipe the board. Really. Bit of a nail biter here with the intangible, though. Yeah, okay, I think that's lethal. Okay. Burst, huh? Burst or adrenaline? I don't know. Burst is really good with Catalyst, or like Corpse Explosion, Deadly Poison, Piercing Wail, even Secret Technique. You just found out what the 2 mods are. The Horde Ladder command told you. They're Hoarder and Heirloom. Heirloom is mostly just here to offset the penalty that you get for playing a custom game, which is that you don't get a Niao bonus at the beginning. So Heirloom is kind of just saying, like, you do get a Niao bonus and it's a rare relic. And then Hoarder is sort of the main idea here, where we're seeing whether it's harder or easier to win with the Hoarder modifier on. Seems like easier so far, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's take Adrenaline. It doesn't pollute the deck, which Burst kind of does. Also helps us play the Wraith forms, since we don't know that we're getting an energy relic here. And it looks like we are, in fact, not getting an energy relic. Velvet Choker seems dangerous since we just took Adrenaline, so we might want to do some Adrenaline-y stuff. We also have Secret Technique, so there's some warning bells going off there. Velvet Choker is really good, though, and it would relieve our energy pressure tremendously. Blackstar, we have Preserved Insect, so we're not very afraid of elites, although Act 2 elites are quite scary. But I think we're actually really well set up for Act 2 elites because we have a bunch of Wraith Forms and Corpse Explosion, and those are both just like super good. So I think we are going to take Black Star here. And try and get really strong. We don't really need the energy because we just took the triple adrenaline, so hopefully we'll be okay. We get just Black Star. Very, very greedy pick, but we can probably afford to be greedy because it's Ascension 2. Alright. We probably do not want to get Apparitions or Bites because, well, actually, Apparitions, yes. Bites, no. If we get Apparitions, we're going to have an absolute ton of intangible in the deck. We have 8 currently, and then we would be adding 15 more, so we'd have 23 intangible in the deck. It's a long time to be intangible. We can get to a shop here, do some question marks, do a little fire elite fire dance here, go to 3 elites in the act. That seems pretty good. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, this is always a challenging enemy to get through his artifact charges. Take down one with Piercing Wail, and then look for more things. I guess we'll just Piercing Wail all of his charges away, and then Deadly Poison. Neat. Turn 1 poison on Spirit Guardian. Who'd have thunk it? We don't have lethal, I don't think. Our max poison is 11, should take him up to 15. We could afford to eat a little bit of damage, though. We have Toy Ornithopter and 3 potions, so it's not a big deal. Wait, was 11 poison lethal? I think it was. Oops. Triple Noxious Fumes is an option. No, I think we've got enough poison with triple Corpse Explosion, triple Deadly Poison. I think we're fine. We need a Catalyst, but this is not Catalyst. Although, if we're trying to do super intangible stuff, trying to be intangible for 30 turns or whatever, then Noxious Fumes will kill people. If you give Noxious Fumes enough time, it'll kill the heart. Maybe we do have enough time? And I do not like this Tools of the Trade. If we'd gotten Hovering Kite, Tools of the Trade would have been okay. I think I will take Noxious Fumes. It's good against elites, and we're fighting elites here, so... Oh, here's Apparitions. Okay, alright. So we get, it says we get 5 Apparitions, but each one gets tripled. So we lose 40 HP, but we actually get an absolute ton of Apparitions. We get 3 pages of Apparition. An entire page of Apparitions. Look at that. Goodness. That's glorious. Wow. I've never seen anything like that. I guess we should have taken that burst. Okay. I do not want to transform 2 cards. That seems really dangerous. I don't want Jax either, so we're taking the Special Relic. If we transform 2 cards, we end up getting 6 new cards back. We currently have a 50-card deck, so we don't want that to happen. Fossilized Helix gives us an extra intangible, basically. We could buy a Fairy in a Bottle. Help make sure we don't die. No Catalyst available here. We can afford both Fossilized Helix and Fairy in a Bottle to just like 100% turtle up. And I think I like that. Turtle mode activated. Alright. I'll take the money, please. I don't need your dagger. Let's get an extra fire. What do we want to upgrade? One of our 400 apparitions, maybe? You know what? Let's actually just recall here. We're at full health, and we have 50 cards in our deck, so, like, if we upgrade something, it's just, we're never going to see the upgraded card. There's, like, no value for doing it. So I guess I'll take a recall. Guaranteed value out of that. Maybe we'll need to rest at every other campsite. I don't know. Alright, guess I'll play 2 apparitions. Get that going. Strike does damage. Defend does damage too, though. Letter opener. That's true. We could get innate stuff. We'll just go ahead and stab him. Let's do this. Actually, no. I'm pretty happy with my current turn. I don't want to draw more apparitions. Double apparition nauseous seems fine. Might as well. Okay, I'll just play defend. Block for 3. We've already got 3 apparitions, so I don't really need the Wraith form. I'll just get in the extra damage from strikes. So much intangible. Goodness. I will secret technique a defend. Don't even pretend like I won't. I don't want to take 4. No, sir. I guess I'll play another Noxious Fumes. Maybe I should have played the Deadly Poison. Whatever, it clearly doesn't matter. Does that take him down to 0? It does. Excellent. Alright, and now he's dead. End the fight with 6 apparitions. Ooh, a Snecko Skull. Be still my beating heart. Alright, these are all terrible. That's not what we're trying to do. Alright, we're cruising now. Perfect Book of Stabbing. Yes, please. Okay, so now that we have upgraded Snecko Skull, or now that we have Snecko Skull, what changes? Nothing really. I think we just take Wraith Form. Get the last Wraith Form upgraded. I think it's still the best upgrade. Get an extra innate. Don't really need Bag of Prep because we have Ring of the Snake, so we could skip it for a Sapphire Key. The primary reason for doing that would be, yeah, we might get Cursed Key in Azak 2 boss. We do need some more energy. Bag of Prep doesn't seem super necessary, so I'm going to take the Sapphire Key. Okay, let's, I guess Secret Technique can draw me a Corpse Explosion, which I can use to kill the Mad Gremlin. Let's Dreadmon and see what we get. Okay, I guess we don't need to Secret Technique for it, unless we want to. So I'll Secret Technique for a Deadly Poison instead. Okay, let's see what's in here. Oh, I guess we're playing, oops, all apparitions. Do take 3 there. You've been trying Snecko out today and it's been going well. It's been going so-so, but at the moment you have Echo Form and 2 Meteor Strikes. Yeah, those seem like good good cards to have with your Snecko Eye. Snecko Eye Meteor Strike is really fun. I'll skip the Adrenaline. I don't want to draw a 2-cost card and be unable to play it. Hello, Arv. Let's stay intangible. I guess I'll proc the Akabeko on the... Actually, no, this saves me 1 health if I do it here. Piercing Whale should reduce his damage to 0. Seems good. None of this matters because he's dead next turn. Okay. What's LSV? Is that a streamer's name? Prayer Wheel's okay. Vajra's pretty useless. Magic player. I used to play Magic. I guess I can count myself as a Magic player. I had a DCI number back in the day when those were things. Now that's gone. I had a DCI number, but my rating was so bad. I went to Friday Night Magic like every Friday when I was in high school, and for some reason I mostly was just there to hang out. But I would like go into Type 1 tournaments with just like completely unprepared, and I would get just absolutely stomped by these like neckbeardy guys with like black lotuses and stuff, and I like had a little elf deck, just trying to get them. I would occasionally beat somebody and they would be very upset. They'd be like, how does this happen? But mostly I just lost every single game. That was okay. Yeah, that was like, let's see, like 2004 or something. I'll skip all these. I kind of want the Snecko Oil just so I can get the... I guess I can't drink any of these potions, so I can't get the health now. So these ones are better than Snecko Oil. Okay. And we're not adding any of these. Alright. This fight's actually fairly dangerous. Yeah, it was a Type 1 tournament, so like Black Lotus was old even at the time. But these people just had them. I think Piercing Whale and Noxious Fumes are happening, and then I think I'll just Deadly Poison one of them. I'm gonna do him. He's got lower health. Probably we're gonna end up Corpse Exploding him to kill both. Okay. Apparition and Corpse Explosion seems good for this turn. We need a skill that we can play for 0. Oh, we have skills that we can play for 0. I could go get a, whatchamacallit? Adrenaline. Could get an Adrenaline, find a Defend. Okay. Probably won't work, but it might work. Go get 2 apparitions. Okay. We just lost a buffer to one damage. Doesn't matter, we win. Yeah, Meteor Strike decks will do that. That's a definite possibility. I don't think any of these cards are good. Well-Laid Plans is probably the closest, but none of our apparitions are upgraded. So we're just surviving by having a lot of them. Yeah, back in the day, all the Type 1 decks had like the Power 9, and then like Morphlings and like force of wills and stuff, and they just controlled you and killed you with that kind of stuff. It's funny because it seemed like at the time, because Magic was 10 years old, there were 10 years worth of cards, and like some of them were super busted. But now like Hearthstone's almost that old. Hearthstone is almost as old now as Magic was then. But Wild in Hearthstone does not seem that busted. It is pretty busted, but not as busted as Magic was. They could change Magic cards too. It's called errata. They do it all the time. I mean, hell, even at the time, like a bunch of the overpowered cards are like global enchant or something. It's like they don't generally change the way cards work. Primarily, they just ban cards. Although at the time, most cards were restricted instead of banned, if they could get away with it, so you can only play one copy. Mono artifact. What the fuck is mono even doing in that? Oh, man. I don't think we want well-laid plans. It's close, though. I could consider a world with well-laid plans. We're skipping this. Okay, there's one more elite. Do we want 2 more question marks to get there, or 2 fights? Yeah, I hated all the cards that like had tapping implicitly in their mechanics and didn't have any like graphical representation of it. It was crazy. But like, Hearthstone hasn't changed the cards like in a tremendous way, right? There have definitely been some like major nerfs, right? Like, Innervate does half of what it did when the game launched. But like, Magic just banned those type of cards. Like, it's basically the same thing. Let's see. So we've got apparitions. So like, are we just looking for thwack if we go into these? What are we looking for? We don't want bites. Eternal is the new name for what Type 1 was at the time. I've never played Eternal, because I just like don't have a big collection of Magic cards, or like know anyone who wants to play Magic. But yeah, question marks are good. I think in fights we actually do bleed off a little bit of health. So we'll look for thwack. Let's see what it is. We can read the book. It seems really dangerous and we don't get anything out of it. Although, it would give us some health to heal with our Toy Ornithopter. And we could get the... either of the 2 that aren't Necronomicon are still good. I think I have an Eternal deck, but I think I've never played it. I think so. It's the one where like each deck is randomly generated, right? I was assuming Eternal was the new name for the wild game mode in Magic, because I know they changed the name of it, but I haven't played it. I think we're not reading the book. It's irresponsible, unnecessary. Okay. A second Book of Stabbing. Very well. And we'll go ahead and use the Akabeko. Why not? Do we defend or apparition here? I think we're probably a lock to defend for the rest of the fight, even if we don't play apparition. So I'm just going to play defend. Protect the buffer, save 3 health. Same plan there. We wasted an apparition, but this fight's going to be over before it matters. I think we're going to double Piercing Wail to protect our health here. And I think that's the end of the fight. Okay. Easy. Ooh, a strawberry. We definitely don't want any of these. That's such garbage. Got a permanent secret technique. Okay. I've only played Commander a couple times. I really like the idea of Commander, particularly the like singleton deck with the like color restrictions part. But I really hate some of the rules. Did they take out Commander damage? I know they were talking about it. But I don't like Commander damage. What happens if you upgrade Tools of the Trade? Just cost 0. I think our next upgrades are Adrenaline. We have some energy problems. And getting Adrenaline upgraded would make me feel a little bit more confident when I play it. Okay, let's do that. This is an utterly obscene deck. This is like beyond what you're supposed to be able to do in this game. Feels like I'm playing the daily. Too easy. Although here we can't block, so we're going to lose our buffer. We hit a Pantograph too. Pantograph heal, that's for 7 there. Let's go ahead and just stack up some Corpse Explosion on this guy. So that we knock out the other one when he dies. We don't want to lose any apparitions. We might actually need them in this fight. It's hard to imagine needing, like, whatever, 20-some intangible like we have available, but it is possible. I guess I'll use the Akabeko. There's no reason to save it. If we Secret Technique for the upgraded Adrenaline, is that a good idea? No, I don't think we need to do that. I'll just keep the Secret Technique. Why not? Okay, continuing to stack those apparitions. And I guess I'll fit in a Tools of the Trade since we can. Tools of the Trade is actually pretty good for discarding an unupgraded apparition if we don't think we're going to play it. Like this turn. We've already got 1 Noxious Fumes, so I think we're just going to play Apparition Corpse Explosion here. We're having a little bit of energy problems, so let's take the Adrenaline Plus and see what we can do with that. Oh, okay, well, I guess we have exactly the same energy problems as before. Fine. I think by the time Noxious Fumes catches up to Corpse Explosion, the fight's over. Corpse Explosion is faster. Okay. Tools of the Trade or Strike. I guess Tools of the Trade so I don't draw it again. Oh, right. We've just got 2 cards now. Okay. Fight's over. Doesn't matter what I do. Okay. Disgusting. We definitely don't want any of these. Is Skill Pot better than any of these? It's probably better than Weak Pot. Actually, it's probably better than... Yeah, I'll take it over Dex Pot. Alright, skip those. Okay. There is Curse Key, so we're glad we took the Sapphire Key thing earlier. We have some energy problems, so I think it's definitely better than Calling Bell here. And Runic Gem is scary, so Curse Key it is. Alright, Donu Deka. They are kind of strong against poison because they have the artifact charges, but we have Corpse Explosion, so we know where they live. We're still hunting elites. We are ready for Act 3 bosses, but not quite ready for the heart. That's true, Runic Gem is less scary with intangible. So we can get an early shop here and then do 4 elites, which seems nice. So let's start with that plan, see where we go. Speaking of fights that are less scary with apparitions, Piercing Wail blocks out, Corpse Explosion probably wins the fight. Let's go ahead and Deadly Poison this guy too, just to make sure we get there. Alright, he's taking 30, so if we poison him, we're 1 off. Oh, we're not 1 off. We got a letter opener, Brock. Everybody dead. Leg Sweep Plus is quite a card. And Escape Plan Plus is also here. I think a Caltrops, that's kind of a heart plan. If we take a Caltrops Plus and we have 1,000,000 intangible, is that like how we kill the heart? I don't know. I think that's like cute but unnecessary. So I don't think we need to do that. I don't think we need Leg Sweep Plus either. It is really nice though. Yeah, weakening people is not really necessary. We're blocking with intangible. I need to not pick cards so I can pick Catalyst if I see it. Incense Burner. Just even more ways of gaining intangible. Incense Burner doesn't just block once every 6th turn. It like actually increases the amount of intangible in the deck by 1/6. Because if we're able to, okay, so yeah, how many apparitions are we at? Hey, Bimon. So we have 3 Wraithform pluses, so that's 9. And then we have 15 apparitions. So that's 24. 24 is enough to last through 4 Incense Burner cycles. So Incense Burner gives us 4 and almost a 5th proc. We're just going to count that as 5. So we're up to, let's see, it was 15 plus 9, so 24 plus 5. So 29 apparitions, more or less. So we have the Hoarder thing, and we're on low Ascension. So the event naturally gives us 5 apparitions, and each one gets tripled. So we got a lot of them. Apotheosis upgrades 15 copies of Apparition here, which is pretty relevant. Upgrades our Tools to Trade, Noxious Fumes, Corpse Explosion, Piercing Wail, Secret Technique, Deadly Poisons, basic cards. It's a lot of cards to upgrade. So that seems pretty nice. But this is a theme deck now, right? This is like, how many intangibles can we get? So I think we could go with Incense Burner instead. Sorry, Apotheosis. You were good, but not good enough. Alright, falling. Okay. One of the few ways to lose cards in this this game mode. We don't need neutralize that much. I'm not giving up a Wraith Form plus or an Apparition, so buy neutralize. It's a pretty cheap red mask. I will take it. It also peels an artifact charge off of Donu and Deka, which is excellent. I love getting a red mask right after a shop. So go to a shop, get a red mask, win the game. You know, that's a good point. It seems like weak should apply after other effects that cause damage reduction. Because it applies after strength, right? So why doesn't it apply after intangible? I guess because intangible is an effect on you and not an effect on the enemy. It seems like if you're intangible and the enemy's weak, they should do 0 damage. I think that's a reasonable interpretation of the existing rules. I want to get some poison ticking. We are wasting an intangible, or an apparition, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. So the way that it works from Slay the Spire's perspective is the enemy calculates his damage and then you calculate your response to it. So like, if the enemy's hitting for 4 damage, right, and you weaken them, then they're hitting for 3 damage, and then intangible reduces 3 to 1. So we could still reduce the damage to 0. If they're doing like 1 times 6 damage like a bird, and you weaken them, they will go down to 0 times 6. But if they're doing any more damage than that, they won't. Using Secret Technique to get a defend. Very exciting Slay the Spire gameplay. Let's get Adrenaline. Darn. We're taking 3 damage here? Gross. Okay. I guess 2 because of the buffer. Get that Akabeko proc. Very important damage. Okay. I should just be using Weak Potion just to heal for 2 at the end of a fight. We could take the outmaneuver. It's not crazy. We do have some energy problems. It's a little bit better now that we have Curse Key, though. I think we're skipping all these. Unless we could drink this now. But alas. Alright, he is not attacking, so I guess we double Corpse Explosion him. Giant Head can be a pretty big problem for non-catalyst poison decks. I think we've got enough time now. Okay, we managed to defend the buffer. Piercing Wail doesn't work on this turn, right? Because he's hitting for like 13 or something. Okay, we'll just use all the apparitions and get it for 1. I guess I'll play 2 copies of Tools to trade. Why not? Can I get a Noxious Fumes, please? Guess not. Maybe we can draw one. Nope. Okay, well now he's trying to hit for real damage. He's going to continue failing to hit us at all, but, you know. I guess I'll play a second Noxious Fumes. We've already lost our barrier, so it's better to do that than 1 health. I'll just keep the 2 apparitions in the deck and play a Wraith Form this turn. Get that scaling. We have 12 aberration. 12 intangible. It's so ridiculous. Sure. Let's go get a, oh, we don't have any of those. I was looking for one of those, energy cards. Okay, so he's taking 57, he's at 78, so we need to do 21 damage to kill him. We can do double deadly and corpse explosion, which is 16 damage. Not quite enough. I believe defend is walking for 0 now. So we are going to take the 1 damage. Oh yeah, letter opener. Yeah, so we double deadly corpse explosion, which should kill him exactly, so then we'll throw the weak pot in there, just to heal. Yep, good call, letter opener. And we heal for 4 here, so nearly max value. And we might get another potion. We did not. Horncleat makes us close to being a boat captain. We've got Anchor from earlier. So we're 1 card away, tantalizingly close to owning and operating our own nautical vehicle. Backstab Plus is actually kind of interesting. Ghost ship. You're 100% correct. So the reason Backstab Plus is interesting is we have mutagenic strength and red mask. So in hallway fights, we're actually like pretty godly on turn 1 if we take backstab. In addition to Akabeko. So our first backstab would do. Oh, I guess this is not the same as marbles. I thought this was marbles for a second. It's weak. So our backstab would do 11 additional damage. So it would do the first one would hit for 26, and the subsequent ones would hit for 18. So the 3 times 15 is 45, plus 8 is 53, plus 9 is 62. So 62 turn 1 damage if we take backstab for 0. Not bad at all. It does mean that we only draw 4 non-backstab cards, so we could end up taking damage if we don't draw an intangible. Honestly, I don't even know what the backstab art is supposed to represent. It's like you're holding a dagger behind your back. It's just... it's very odd. Maybe the beta art's better. What? Is it a cell? But why? What? Why does this art mean anything? I think this is kind of a sideshow, though. It's like not really necessary for making the deck work. It doesn't help us against the heart or anything. And we're probably not doing any hallway fights. We're like doing an elite, and then an elite, and then an elite, and like only 2 hallway fights. So I don't really want to mess up my deck for the purposes of those 2 hallway fights. So we're just gonna skip. Okay, I guess we're taking an upgrade. We've already recalled. We're at full health. I don't know. Do we upgrade to defend? If we upgrade to defend, it actually like gives us that 1 block that we need for longer, right? Because it takes longer for the Wraith forms to tick my dex down to -8 than it does to tick it down to -5. Let's see, what else could we do? Maybe Secret Technique sticking around is worth it. It's a pretty big change in how the card works. Deadly Poison gets a pretty good upgrade in terms of damage per energy. Noxious Fumes have a very high drawn played rate. Tools of the Trade helps relieve our energy pressure a little bit. Yeah, let's upgrade Tools of the Trade. Oh wait, Adrenaline also helps relieve energy pressure. I think I'm going to do a Deadly Poison. The reason being, we have a bunch of secret techniques, and if we want a secret techniques for a Deadly Poison, might as well have one of them upgraded, so that we can search for that one. Okay, I would like to be intangible this turn and next turn, please. And I guess while I'm at it, I'll kill this dagger. Rock letter opener. Okay. He's exploding. So we can Corpse Explosion him. I guess it actually kills him with the poison, too. I'm gonna do something kind of wacky. I'm gonna Corpse Explosion this one. It doesn't actually matter that this one's exploding. He has more health. He might end up hitting daggers in the future, is that true? Yeah, he could end up hitting daggers. If she summons next turn, she goes before him. So she would summon new daggers, and then he would hit us and then explode, and then hit the new daggers with the Corpse Explosion. So let's optimize for that weird and unnecessary scenario. Okay, so that is actually happening. And if we want him to explode on the new daggers, we can't play 3 skills. Because if we play 3 skills... Oh no, actually he's dying no matter what. Because he's dying to the thorns. That's disappointing. I set something up and it actually worked, but then it didn't actually work. Okay. Definitely don't need Strike. Let's just put Poison on Ripomancer. We don't care about killing daggers anymore. We're intangible forever. None of this matters. I guess I'll try to save the 1 health. Okay, 1 health saved. Alright, Reprimancer down. I am not clicking on that Dead Branch. Dead Branch seems good, but is in reality very bad. We have 15 copies of Apparition, so if we click the Dead Branch, we will get 15 random cards. And our deck will become full of garbage nonsense, and we will die. Do we ever click Piercing Whale? Piercing Whale is primarily useful because in the Donu Deca fight, it does AoE artifact removal. It also does AoE artifact removal in the Act 4 Elite fight, which is fairly relevant. And it actually is pretty effective for blocking the heart, although I would imagine we're just going to be blocking him with intangible like everybody else. I guess we just have Noxious Fumes for artifact removal. And I have a 50 card deck, so maybe I shouldn't pick any more cards. Okay, that's pretty convincing. It's a big chest, but we have Curse Key, and if we open it, we get 3 copies of the Curse. We don't have Duvu Doll, so I think we're going to skip it. Discipline. Alright. Apparition blocks out this turn. Double Noxious Fumes and Deadly Poison wins the fight. That seems good. Double Apparition, Corpse Explosion seems like the obvious pick there. Ooh, he's getting armor. What are we going to do? Actually, armor could be kind of bad for us, because it means that if he chooses to curse, we won't be able to change his mind. But he did not choose to curse, which I guess is lucky. Although we could have changed his mind anyway, because we have Strike with Akabeko. Okay, I think that's lethal, right? Get dead, Writhing Mass. No to backflip. We have enough energy for the moment, but not super excessively enough. Crippling Cloud Plus is another AoE artifact removal card. It's a little bit, it's kind of like twice as effective as Piercing Wail at removing artifact charges. I turned down the Crippling Cloud earlier in the run, and I said that the next poison card I wanted to pick was Catalyst. I still wish that were true. I wish that I had Catalyst instead of a chance at Crippling Cloud, but we're definitely not finding Catalyst. We've only got 3 more card rewards. Although I suppose we do have Prayer Wheel, so it is possible. And our poison damage is a little slow, so Crippling Cloud would help supplement that. Also, these are upgraded. Okay, we'll click them. Okay. Another giant head. Just a whole mess of giant heads in this spire. Alright, we have to play the apparitions because of reasons, and we want to play the Noxious Fumes, so I guess Deadly Poison is the remaining damage. Let's see if we can draw. It's pretty early to play a Wraith form, so I'm not going to play it, even though I could play it pretty easily. I just don't want to lose the decks. I guess I've got quite a few slow charges, so I'll use the Strike Akabeko now. Sure. Probably should have discarded an Apparition there, so that I could have played Deadly Poison and Crippling Cloud. Okay, let's get some poison and block out. Protect the buffer. The buffer that has only ever blocked for one health. We don't need to play 3 apparitions this turn. I prefer to play 2 and defend in Noxious Fumes. We got, I guess I'll take a Corpse Explosion this turn. Sure. We're getting there. Like 4 more turns. There is no block here, so we're losing our buffer, and that's okay. I will not play that, because the Crippling Cloud is okay next turn. Tungsten Rod is definitely still possible. Oh, sorry, it is still possible. Definitely still possible makes it sound like it's guaranteed, but you're aware that the only way it could be not possible as if it were in a shop, which it was not. Yeah, tungsten rod would be nice. We're spending a lot of time worrying about these increments of 1 damage. The game must have misheard me. It said tincture instead of tungsten rod. These are all really bad. Just extraordinarily terrible. So no thank you. Another chance for Corpse Explosion to shine. Corpse Explosion. Thank you. Let's trigger letter opener again. Oh look, piercing whale. Or Krypton Cloud. Yay. Okay, well that was fun. I guess we're intangible, so we could strike a spiker. Make sure he gets dead. And now we can just press end turn. But we Corpse Explosion him first for extra lulls. Okay. Block pot versus skill pot. I don't know. None of these though, I'm pretty sure about that. I think block pot is better than skill pot. Skill pot can be useless if we have a bunch of negative decks from our Wraith forms, and block pot never has that problem. Plus we already have 2 skill pots, so we get an extra option by choosing block pot. Get another shot at Caltrops. This time we're even closer to the heart. Last time we had this option, we were on like floor 45 or something. Or I guess 40? I don't know. I don't know how floors work. 35? Whatever. Concentrate would let us get rid of some apparitions. No. Okay. I guess I'll take another upgrade. I think we're on Team Adrenaline from here on out. 2 more Adrenaline upgrades, probably what we're doing. Truth be told, it does not matter. We are so far ahead, we could not possibly lose. Unless we shuffle poorly, I guess. That could happen. Oh my god, did I miss a key again? I did. You guys, why does this keep happening? I was just like, I have Black Star, let's hunt all the elites. Missed one. Oh my god. I don't even know. I don't know what to say. Crap, I guess. Well, like the Ironclad one, I'm just going to count this one as a win, because we are just ridiculously ahead. We obviously would have won Act 4. Sorry, interesting failure. There will be no heart fight. As Moribund has pointed out, we failed to fight the Mega Elite. We went for 2 elites instead of him. Or I guess for 3 elites. And we don't get to go to Act 4. Crap. I was looking for something that wasn't possible. Okay, yeah, thanks for the luck. I will I'll use it for the next run. We're losing our buffer here. Oh wait, no we're not. Okay. We need to do 11 damage. Strike does that. Got him. Okay. The old floor 48 Toxic Egg. Do I want Piercing Whale, given that the only remaining fight is Donudeka? I think yes. Okay. And then let's get the last adrenaline upgraded. And fight these guys. Let's see what the cards are. And play all the apparitions. Let's try and hit something other than Crippling Cloud's poison. But alas, Crippling Cloud is gonna waste its poison, unfortunately. Okay. Should be pretty straightforward from here to just wait until they die. I guess I should have played Corpse Explosion there. I didn't realize I was already blocked out. Was that Calipers proccing? I've had some weird block numbers and have not bothered to think about it, but I think it's been Calipers occasionally triggering. Losing our buffer here. Oh well. Okay. I guess I should use the secret technique to go to defend. Kind of just rushing through the fight because we're clearly winning. Alright, Corpse Explosion is important so that we win the fight when one of them dies. Which is happening soon. Okay, we win next turn. I guess since we want to win at max health, we should drink a potion. And play a Wraith form so that we end as a spooky ghost, ending the way we lived. Yeah, well this one was fun. 15 copies of Apparition. Seems like a pretty good outcome from low Ascension hoarder run. A lot of poison. We never did find a catalyst, but we found Snecko Skull, so we didn't really need catalyst. We had plenty. Snecko Skull and 3 copies of Noxious Fumes is good enough. If you're able to survive for, what was it, 29 turns? Yeah, if we used all of the Apparition, or all of the Intangible in the deck, as well as the 5 copies of Incense, 5 turns of Incense Burner we were likely to get, we would have gotten 29 Apparitions, or 29 Intangible charges per fight, which is plenty.